Everything we know about God comes from the Bible. It's when we look into the Bible and then we take a look back at nature, we understand what we're looking at in nature. And we understand also what the Bible is saying. But everything leads back, or everything about God and the world, life and living, goes back to the Bible. Regardless, don't worry about what the scientists are saying, the evolutionists, the atheists, all them folks. Don't worry about what they're saying, because they're just stubborn people who are refusing to acknowledge reality. You don't have to believe in superstition, all these sensationalism and sensational stuff, all this cultish stuff, because everything about God, life, living, nature, leads back to the Bible. And so you always have to go back to the Bible, or you always should go back to the Bible for confirmation of all the phenomena, all this amazing, miraculous, this, that, and everything else. You go back to the Bible. There's either a word, a verse, a chapter, an incident, a similar incident of something that happened before and is recorded in the Bible. And even then, because the devil is very deceptive. That's his thing, lies and deception. So just don't, take one verse or one piece of evidence and draw a conclusion. Because if it says something in the Old Testament, I guarantee you go to the New Testament, it's going to be saying the same thing, because God doesn't change. Everything we know about God, everything we know about Jesus Christ leads back to the Bible. So the Bible is your toolkit. Not just to be a Christian, but a guide and an instruction manual for life, period. You always got to go back to the Bible. That's why it's so imperative that you know the Bible. You have a copy and you read it for yourself. You master it for yourself. I'm 67 years old and I've been in many churches down through my years. And most of the situation that you get into, you don't have access to call the pastor, a preacher, a friend, a church sister or brother or whoever. Most of the situations you get into is just you, God, and the situation. And you better have a relationship with God so you can call on Him and He's going to help you figure it out. And when God moves or God talks, there's got to be something in the Bible to confirm it. You see, when Samuel was a little boy, the prophet Samuel, God called him a number of times when he was staying with Eli, the priest. And as a kid, he went to Eli for confirmation about what he was hearing. And we ought to go to the Bible for confirmation about what we're hearing, what we're seeing, what we're experiencing, etc., etc. The Bible is fundamental. My mind wasn't changed until I started to read the Bible. Yeah. There are a whole bunch of places and perspective to view life from and through. But until the Bible has a place, in your life, you're just following your own ways, just following the ways of the world. The Bible is essential. It's critical. It's spiritual food for the soul that leads to life everlasting. And just like you don't let your baby eat for you, do you? You don't let your wife eat for you, brother, sister. You know, you don't everybody eat and you get full. No, you got to eat for yourself. You don't let your pastor eat for you, your denomination, etc., etc. So you got to know the Bible for yourself, man. It has, you know, it's got to have a place in your life, in your lifestyle. You can't wait on nobody. You're going to die by yourself, just like you were born by yourself. You don't sit around and wait for others to take a bath and think that you're clean. No, you got to take a shower for yourself. The Bible. Jesus said, you know, He's the way, the truth, and the life. No one can go to God except through Jesus Christ. And we would know nothing about God. We would know the truth about sin and salvation. You know, we knew something was wrong with some of the things that people do, but we didn't, at least I didn't fully understand it. You know, I draw the conclusion that life was a cycle, beginning at birth and end at death, but I didn't understand anything else. I mean, I see, just like you see the mountain, you see the birds, you see the trees, but you don't know anything else, but you just see it. And so it took the Bible, it took, you know, looking into the Word of God to understand my life, the world, sin, death, eternal damnation, etc., etc. Without the Bible, I wouldn't know those things. I wouldn't make the decision to allow God, through the power in His Word, to change my life. The Bible. Bless up.